So I came into this class, understood my type, and I got a lot, there was a lot of enlightenment for me that came in the way of understanding what it is to be an 8. And I understood and could embrace the intensity that I show up in my life, and that's not like a bad thing. That's just what it is to be a type 8, right? So then I could stop the judgment around that.
That's nice, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. It is so nice, because it was like, oh, suddenly it's like, oh, I'm normal. This is normal for my type. I don't have to like quiet down my enthusiasm for life.
Yeah.
And also I was able to look at the way I was trying to force this relationship to work. And the controlling behavior, and then the attachment to the outcome that I wanted, because I cared so much for this individual. It was like, if I could just give him the right advice, we could fix it, and then we could be together and, you know, be happy together. Well, I also got to understand from doing the Enneagram work that people show up, have their own types. And it's not fair, and it's not honoring to the other individual. And actually there was something that you said in class that also was like, don't you think that maybe the person feels judged by the way you're showing up? And it was like a big aha moment. It was like, oh my gosh, how can we not feel judged based on my behavior? My Enneagram type is an 8, and it's more about being in control and not letting the vulnerabilities show to the point where I don't even know that they're there. They were like so buried under the sense of having to be in control. And just as you were sharing some of the things that had come up for you, I wanted to just like reach over and give you a hug. And that was my experience through a lot of the class, which was new for me, because usually my MO has been like almost intolerance, judgment, intolerance, and certainly not acceptance of other people when they're being vulnerable, because I'm like, just get over it. Okay, just move on, let's move on, you know, let's move on to the task at hand, which means that I'm ignoring things that are coming up for other individuals, right? Which keeps me not being engaged with other individuals. So it was so sweet in the environment that we created as a group, where I could sit there and feel so much warmth and love for these people as they were sharing their you know, whatever was going up for them, their vulnerabilities, their challenges, what was coming up for them. I just totally felt for them. And that may come easily for some people, as you said, but not for me. I would think, gosh, she's so negative, and she's so down, and she's complaining, and I'm thinking a lot. And now I just go in there and I just think, oh, I wonder what type she is, that she carries around this persona. And so now it's a different perspective of compassion, and honoring the space that she comes in with. And there's no sense of like, let's just move on or let's move off of it. It's just kind of like more curiosity. Oh, I wonder what her type is, that she shows up this way. And when I'm in that curiosity, compassion comes with it, and acceptance. And then I can relax, because I don't feel like I have to be controlling the situation so that we can now move on to the next thing at hand. It's like, just relax and be with her and let her be who she is.
Some people would say, why would I even want to be able to feel other people or have more room for them, you know, when they're saying what's wrong or in their vulnerability? Like, what's the point for you?
If I can accept someone or embrace the individual in whatever state they show up in, then that support, that if I can express it towards someone else, I know I'm expressing it towards myself. Because I could have been my harshest critic, my harshest, you know, the harshest judgment that I could send out. I know I was just directing it right back at me. Energetically, I could feel that. And whatever lack of compassion there was for other individuals, certainly there was that lack of compassion for me and my humanness when things would come up for me. And so the gift is that it lets me be engaged with other people.